Welcome, everyone, to today's first episode of Smarter Marketing SEO Best Practices. I'm your host, Terry, and today we're diving headfirst into the world of search engine optimization. And in this first episode, we'll be focusing on a crucial aspect, which is choosing your keywords and analyzing them. So, keyword research and analysis. Let's unlock the power of those keywords and attract more visitors to your site. Let's get started. Before we dig into the nitty gritty of keyword research, let's quickly recap what SEO is all about. Search engine optimization is the practice of optimizing your website's content and elements of your website to rank higher in search engine result pages. So that means when somebody Googles a specific keyword, they have your page and your website showing up at the top of their results. By optimizing your website for specific keywords related to your business and your industry, you're going to increase the chances of being discovered by potential customers who are actively searching for the products and services that you offer. So today's topic is keyword research and analysis. What exactly is that? Simply put, it's going to be the process of identifying the words and phrases that people use when they're searching for your information online and the foundation of your keyword SEO strategy built into your website. But it's up to you to understand the keywords that are relevant to your industry and create targeted content that matches that. So the potential customers who are doing searches and their intent then is shared and showed to them on Google search engine pages. So let's explore the steps involved in creating that research and analysis to find and implement effective keywords. The first thing is kind of a silly one, but it's brainstorming. We have to think about what are people looking for and what are they doing when they call your business or send you an email asking you for information. Let's brainstorm through that. Let's write down a list of topics and themes that are related to your website and your business. Put yourself in the customer's shoes and think about what it is that they're searching for when they're looking for a product or a service like yours. Sometimes it's just what they are having pain points with. What are their interests? Maybe the questions that they have when they call you. Note all of those things down and just go through that list. So now we have to narrow that down and find the ones that are the best ones for us. So we use keyword tools. Keyword tools help you, once you have the initial list, to provide valuable insights to search volume. So you thought it was going to be keyword phrase number one, but it turns out nobody's actually looking for that. So we look for insights to search volume, the volume of queries that people are using or asking Google over a period of time. So it could be 1,000,000 times somebody has asked for this, or less than 10. We need to change that. That's why we go back to that brainstorming list. The next thing that the keyword tool can help you with is to see what the competition is using in theirs. So if you look at the top competitor, they're getting all of the traffic and they have most of the market share. What are they ranking high in? So the tool is going to help us to identify the competition. Now, if the competition, let's think this through. If they have a huge marketing budget, we've seen that before. You know, a national company comes out to market with an advertising and marketing team that just crushes the competition. We are going to have a hard time to fit into that world of that particular keyword that they rank high for. So we'll need to brainstorm again. What else do we do better than them? What else do we have that they don't have? Is there something local in the keywords that we can add to it? So that's where the brainstorming list grows. Those related keywords are things that the keyword tool will help us to identify. We may have thought that it was keyword phrase number one, but it also will give other phrases and other words that are similar because it already knows what people are searching for. Google has very good databases of keywords and phrases and search intent, and that's how it is a very successful search engine for people to use. So we're going to use that data that the keyword tool, the software, like the Keyword Planner, SEMrush, and Moz Keyword Explorer. Those tools help uncover those ideas and refine the list a little bit better. So we started out by brainstorming a few, we put them into the keyword tool, and then we refine our list even more. Step 3, as you start to analyze those keywords that we've narrowed down, is the focus, the relevance, and the search intent. So an example of that would be if I use the word pizza. Pizza is a very, very broad search term, and it's only one word. What is my search intent when I look for pizza? Google tries its best to say, I don't know what you're doing with this. Maybe you're looking for a pizza restaurant. Perhaps you're looking for a recipe. Maybe you just want to watch videos related to pizza. Maybe there's a show called Pizza Something on Food Network. So the search intent is very important, and it's harder with one word keyword. So you'll see down below, we'll get into longer phrases, but knowing if you sell pizza, is it a restaurant? Are you offering frozen pizza to go? It's really important to say things like pizza restaurant near me or pizza recipes, and you offer a recipe website, for example, to whittle down that relevance and the intent. The relevance refers to how well the keyword aligns with your business. So if you sell frozen pizza to go, you couldn't care less about the relevance of a pizza recipe. And the search intent refers to the reason behind me searching for the word pizza. Are people looking for information? We talked about that. Maybe there's product reviews. Your frozen pizza business has 5-star reviews, and that might be something that's my intent. I'm checking you out. So the 5 stars helps to build that credibility. Or am I intending to make a purchase? So understanding the search intent of the audience, you can create content that meets your audience's need. And that goes back to that keyword search tool, that trends.google.com, that will help identify search intent and other sample keyword phrases that you may not have thought of. So if I'm looking for pizza reviews for your particular brand, it'll tell us how to build that out as an example. And we change again, we modify and narrow down our brainstorming list using the relevance and intent and refining those keywords. All right, next we're moving on to the competitor. So we're using a competitive analysis to evaluate the keywords that we've narrowed down. So we started with a brainstorming list. We looked at certain things in the tools and built out our relevance and our intent. And now we want to see how competitive those are. High competition makes it harder to rank. Everybody is competing for the top spot on pizza. So it's harder for us to rank in that first page under pizza in the search results if you're just starting out. So maybe we go back to that brainstorming list, look for keywords that are reasonable search volume and moderate competition, and then we start using those instead of just the word pizza. We want to rank higher, but if we can't whittle our way into just pizza, then it's up to us to identify other opportunities for us to rank higher because the competition isn't as stiff. And so we're editing that brainstorming list again. Don't overlook the power of having those phrases. Those keyword phrases are long tail keywords. That's your buzzword for the day. The longer a specific keyword phrase that typically has lower search volume but higher conversion rates helps you to get back into what we were just talking about, that competitive analysis. So it might not be as competitive if we can add on a phrase to the word pizza and we find a better audience. If you say everybody with a pulse is my target audience, that's a whole lot of people. But if you say everybody in the United States that has an interest in taking pizza that's frozen home to bake it at home, Now we've got an audience that wants your product. And that phrase is built around what we just said. They help you to target that specific audience because the relevancy has went up. We just talked about that. And it helps you to stand out from the competition. So I want you to incorporate longer phrases into your content because you're going to get quality traffic. And that traffic is going to have a higher intent to buy your product. And they'll probably stay on your site a little bit longer exploring more about your brand, which is our goal. Step 6 here is analyzing and refining, which we've been doing the whole time, but it's an ongoing process. So just because we went through the brainstorming list, we took all 5 steps, and then we've come through with a list at the end, I still want you to think about adding this in on a regular basis. Analyze them. Next month, are you still doing good? Here's something that might happen. So down the road, a competitor opens up, and now you start falling down those Google ranks because they're doing the same thing you're doing, and now your competition is high. It's very important for you to check that on a regular basis and refine your keywords again. Maybe there's a different long tail keyword that you can rank for now. And maybe the interest of your audience has changed. Maybe they wanted to have pepperoni pizza and you were ranking high for mushroom, and now their tastes have changed and pepperoni is the trending product of the day. So that's important to know what your audience is doing, what your competitor is doing, and how well you're ranking. It's not going to stay the same. That's why people hire out SEO agencies to continually monitor and track those and provide that service for you. But these are things that you can do on your own as well. So analyze them, regularly check the performance of the chosen keywords that you made at the bottom of your brainstorming list, and then make those adjustments. Check out those search trends, the competitors. We just talked about that. And your website analytics, that's an important use of data, is the website analytics. How did they find you? Search results. Well, what phrase did they use? It'll tell you all of that information in there. So there you have it. That's a step-by-step guide to keyword research and analysis. SEO is a long-term strategy, and success doesn't happen overnight. If somebody calls you and says, oh, we're an SEO company and we'll get you to the rank number 1 in Google by the end of the week, there's probably something scammy going on there. So just trust your gut when somebody does call you. I'm not saying that everybody is scammy, but I do want you to do your research and check them out before you start hiring out for SEO services, and ask them these questions. Now that should arm you if somebody does call you and you want to outsource this step with a little bit of information and knowledge, so that way you can have that conversation with your team if it's going to happen internally, or with an outsourced person that you can vet them out with this information. SEO does require consistent effort, monitoring, and adaptation, but if you have a strong keyword research and analysis process, you're going to be well on your way to boosting your website's visibility and attracting the right audience. And that's our goal. Is the wrap up of our first episode in the Smarter Marketing SEO. And I hope you found this information valuable and that it inspires you to take action on your website. Stay tuned because there's more episodes to come. And we're going to explore other topics in the realm of SEO. So until then, keep optimizing and keep growing your business. Thanks for listening to Smarter Marketing. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. We appreciate your feedback. Happy marketing.